So I just gave Zoe a try in ranked, and I got two top rank challenger players in my team, and of course also in the enemy team. And let's just say that this champion is insane, okay? I already knew how to play Zoe because obviously I studied to make the guide for you guys, but it was my actual first time playing her. There are timestamps in the description if you just want to go to the gameplay. The build has changed from the guide, just a little bit, but let me tell you about it. So you want to build Luden's Echo first, always. It's always a core item. Every time you poke Luden's Echo. An item that I want to debunk is Lichbane. I don't know, like, Lichbane just really doesn't feel worth as opposed to, like, going for Rabadon's Death Cap and just full damage items as opposed to, you know, the Lichbane where you're supposed to proc it with your basic attack. I really realized having, like, full-on damage felt more important than having a Lichbane. Like, your first ability is gonna have more damage. The third ability, Sleep. You know, for example, Infinity Orb is insane. Like, being able to finish off enemies like that, you know? You have to think, basically the way you have to think is, which item am I going to replace with Lichbane? Luden's Echo is better than Lichbane. Rabadon's Death Cap is better than Lichbane. Void Staff is going to be better than Lichbane. Infinity Orb is also going to be better than Lichbane. And then as your last item, you know, perhaps you can go Lichbane, but Lichbane is not that good anymore at that point anymore. It's much better to just go for, like, the Green Book or anything else. So just debunking that item right there. You can go for it if you want to. Like, if your playstyle plays it, sure, go for it. But keep in mind, you're going to be taking away one of these item power spikes. So Luden's Echo, then you go for the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Then you go for the Rabadon's Death Cap, and then here it's situational. You're likely going to have to go for Void Staff. However, Infinity Orb, if you're against squishies, you can go for a third item as well. And then here, as I said, completely situational. If you want anti-heal, this. If you need magic resist, this. If you need armor, this. And Horizon's Focus is a bit of an interesting one. I don't really like it that much. Basically, it's really good to one-shot enemies when you put them asleep. Because when you put them asleep, you'll apply 2 marks on them, and then your next first ability is going to be doing this bonus damage to them. So, like, essentially, if you're full burst, you can go for Horizon's Focus as your last item. Otherwise, you know, as I said, Green Book and stuff. Horizon's Focus is a good last item, keep in mind. It may sound like I'm saying it in a way where it's not a good item, but I'm basically saying this is like a full burst item. Better than Lichbane. Yet again, this item will do more damage than Lichbane. For the runes, you go for Electrocute. Here you actually go for Sudden Impact. Every single time you use your ultimate, you'll proc the Sudden Impact. Also, do not forget about this one. Zoe picks up enchantments, right? She picks up enchantments. So when she picks up a Proto Belt, you'll proc Sudden Impact. If she picks up a Flash, you'll proc Sudden Impact. That's right. So not only your ultimate, also while you're in the team fights, picking up Flash, picking up Proto Belt, you are proccing Sudden Impact. You're pretty much constantly proccing Sudden Impact. Third one is going to be a Bone Plating generally, most of the games. I mean, you can go for Nullifying Orb, but Bone Plating is pretty much always going to be the best. And here Nimbus Cloak, every single time you use Flash Ignite, every spell you pick up with your second ability, you'll get the movement speed from Nimbus Cloak. It's absolutely incredible. And then for your spells, you go for Ignite and Flash. So that is about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. As you can see, this is a really high ranked match. And I mean, again, this was my first time playing Zoe. And let me just say, this is a hard champion. Okay? I don't want to sugarcoat this champion for you guys. But let me just make my screen correct. This is a really hard champion. Another thing I quickly want to say is very soon, surprisingly, I actually have a really good announcement for my Wild Rift channel. I genuinely thought I would quit. But you know what? I'm gonna keep that for a future video. I'll tell you guys about the future of this channel. But it's actually positive. I did not expect it, but I found a solution to my issues with the game, I guess. Yeah, you'll see. Now let's talk about Zoe, because this is a very interesting champion. I actually think she's very powerful. I think she's very powerful. Because now people haven't really figured her out very well yet. But she's very powerful. She's really strong. What I'm doing here, as you can see, I missed my ability. However, it's actually okay to not hit an ability because you can use your empowered attack anyways. I'm just trying to annoy him here. Basically, I'm just trying to annoy him. Of course, if I hit it, it's better, obviously. But what I'm trying to say is, even if you miss it, hit that one basic attack on the enemy just so you can proc that. Like, boom, you see that? The proc the bonus damage. It will help you to outdamage the enemies. Like, it doesn't do that much damage, but just a little bit of extra magic damage is gonna be great, right? Like, it's really gonna be helpful in your lane. Now, the third ability is where the damage is really at. A lot of people think that Zoe's main damage just comes from her first ability, you know, just hitting the first ability. It's actually not true. Her main damage comes from putting enemies asleep and then hitting them with your first ability. And hitting them from as far as possible, because then of course it's going to do much more damage. Like this, you know, this is a good trait right here. First ability, double basic attack. You're going to be able to proc your electrocute and you're going to outdamage most enemies. Now you can see the game is going to change a little bit because I got my second ability. And this is where the fun is going to begin, because you actually see like an icon. I was baiting them here, by the way. You can see I was baiting them and we got the kill. I knew that they would go for me, so that's why I baited them. I used the flash from the second ability there, by the way. That was not my own flash. Here you can see I picked up yet another flash. You can see now how it works. Like now I picked up a Protobelt. I can use Protobelt, you see? And there is an ignite laying on the ground as well. I believe it stays on your ability for like 20 seconds or something like that. So you can wait with it. You don't immediately have to use it, but it's really, really powerful. It literally gives you a free flash or an ignite or a stone plate or anything, redemption, anything. You can see exhaust is laying there and a flash. So like it can be very, very helpful. Pretty much always pick them up. And another thing, for example, you have ignite and you see something else laying, just use the ignite. Just use it. Like just use it and then pick up the next thing. You really want to be utilizing these things. Don't hold it. Just use it in the perfect moment. No, just use it. If you get a flash, just use it. Like just use these things. For this one, I think I was just having fun in the wave. You can see, wait for it. I'm probably gonna, yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to do that. Sometimes the intrusive thoughts win, and that was the intrusive thought right there. I just wanted to push the minions. Here you can see Wukong is actually ganking. I'm not following up, however. I'm choosing to push instead, because I'm gonna be making him lose a lot of farm, because you can clearly see Wukong is really, really in deep trouble right there. So I'm pushing waves, and I'm pushing the turret. I'm getting turret plates right here. Zoe is actually pretty good at ganking, because she can put the enemy asleep and she has a lot of range with her ultimate. So she's actually pretty good at ganking. But you can see in this particular scenario, I'm just pushing the turret. I made the enemy Wukong lose 2 minion waves and I got almost 3 third plates. I know Zed is close, so I'm not going to be messing around too much here. But you can see all I'm really doing is just using my first ability to annoy him. Another tip, when you see a stone plate lane, for example, you know, a bit of a defensive enchantment, you can actually get out of position and pick it up, because you get a stone plate. You pick it up, you immediately use the stone plate, and the enemy is basically not going to be able to outdamage you. He's going to kill me probably. I do have an ignite, but he's killing me. It's fine, however, because Diana was coming. I thought that I could survive, because, like, I thought I could waste his time by putting him asleep, but he did just a little bit too much damage. Like, I didn't expect him to do that much damage, so he killed me. It's fine though, it's okay. Now you can see I picked up an ignite. How long? I wonder how long it stays on you when you pick up it's pretty long. I feel like it's like 20 seconds, maybe even 30 seconds. It's quite long. Here you can see, just use your ultimate. I mean, you have your ultimate so often. Just use it. Oh, I can poke him here. Boom. Boom. This is where the damage comes from, as you can see. Now you can see me probably try a combo with my ult. I unfortunately barely missed him. If I hit him, I would have probably killed him. But that is a really, really nice combo right there. It's not easy to hit, but it's a good combo, where you do first ability and then extend it with your ultimate. Here you can see, I used the, what is that thing called? I'm not sure what it's called, but look at that damage, by the way. I could ult and ignite here. Ult, I basic attacked, that's fine. If he didn't die for the basic attack, I would have ignited him. And I picked up a flash, so that's great. You can clearly see, look, I can flash away, you see? If he uses his second ability, I will dodge it with my ult. But I didn't do it here, because here I realized that the ultimate actually takes like 0.5 seconds or so to proc. Now here I did use my flash to dodge his ultimate, which was really, really good. But what I wanted to say is Zoe's ultimate actually takes a little bit of time to proc. It's not instant. I actually thought it was instant. That's why I was unable to dodge the set second ability. But it takes like 0.5 seconds. So unfortunately, it's going to be really, really hard to block things like Malphite ult. But things like Set's second ability, you can dodge. If you time it correctly, you can just bloop out of it and bloop right back in. So you can make some really, really good plays with this champion. Really, really good plays. Here you can see first ability. And boom! You see that damage because I extended the range? We're extending the range again and boom! Look at the damage that it does when you extend the range. And I extended the range on Misfortune there as well, you see? You can really, really easily dive backlines with this champion. Like if you're able to properly aim her first ability and manage your ultimate like that, like I did right there, you can very, very easily hit the enemy backline and blow them up. You'll do so much damage. It's actually crazy. Like this is only early game. Late game, you'll one-shot their backlines if you properly hit them. I can use my ultimate here if I want to, but I put him asleep. But unfortunately, Zed shows up. I do have stasis, however, so I'm just using stasis. Here you can see I picked up a blue smite. So I'm just using it to slow someone. Let's see. Unfortunately, I actually didn't hit him. I feel like... What did I hit there? Did I hit the clone there? I think I hit the clone, actually. That's kind of funny. Huh. No, I couldn't escape the turret. I got executed. That's fine. Couldn't escape the turret. That's the funny thing about this, about the ultimate, because when you go, you gotta go back as well. So like you'll go right back to where where you use your ultimate from. Wow, look at Pike. Look at that champion. Such a strong champion. By the way, guys, make sure you give the video a like if you're enjoying it. Let me know in the comments what you think of Zoe, by the way. I actually really like this champion. And I have a really surprise video for you guys coming as well. A surprise new OP champion. You'll see, you'll see. You'll see. Oh, close. You can see that basic attack as well. Like after you hit your first ability, during your ultimate, hit the basic attack as well. Because it not only does a lot of damage, well, it doesn't proc electrocute, but oh, I can push him away and I can flash away. But you'll just do more damage for free. It's really, really strong. I got bubbles around me. Whenever you pick up anything, you'll get these bubbles around you. Or whenever you use it, sorry. Whenever you use like, whenever I use this enchantment, the glorious enchant. Look at that damage. You see, I just destroyed him. Just by hitting that first ability on him right there. I think I tried to do some crazy dive here. Yeah. I mean, again, I was having fun here. Like, I'm playing this new champion. I'm, of course, gonna limit test. This is how I learn and get good at champions. I limit test on them. Basically, trolling. No, but for real, like, I'm trying to find their limits. Like, I really tried to kill their Pike right there, but Pike realized what was going on. So, unfortunately, I ended up dying. But normally, I wouldn't do this. But because I'm trying to learn this champion, I'm doing things like this, of course. That's how you get better at champion. Malphite actually steals the Rift Herald. That's funny. Oh, that sucks for the enemies. How did they lose Rift Herald to a Malphite? Their Zed just didn't smite it. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh, that was a close fight. Wait, Ashe ended up sniping the Pike. What the hell? With the ultimate. Boom. Okay, he's asleep. I could try to do this. But unfortunately, the minions are body blocking. It's fine. That's the one annoying thing though, when minions body block. That's a stasis. Now I have another stasis as well, so I can play more aggressively. Because I have a stasis. Oh, that's a Zed. You cannot kill me because I have stasis, baby. I can ult third ability, but he actually used his clone beautifully. Really, really nice clone. By the way, the timer is, I feel like it's like a closer to a minute with the second ability. I hit her, boom, and boom! Look at that damage, baby. She's like almost dead. Only Luden's Echo, by the way. This is only Luden's Echo. If you hit your combo like that, you'll do so much damage. It's crazy, this champion. Really, really crazy champion. I actually really love her kit. Really nice. Protobot is very nice as well to get as an enchanted because it can increase the range of your first ability. It's really, really good. If I want to pick up Ignite here, I can just use my Protobelt and pick up the Ignite. But I wanted the Protobelt instead. Let's see. I'm trying to make some plays here again. I'm just protobotting away, as you can see. I screwed up, but it's okay. I just half-lifed Wukong. You see that? How much damage it does? Boom! And he's gonna fall asleep, and he's dead. Boom. Look at that damage. Crazy. Now I got Glorious Redemption, just using it for the movement speed. And flashing away. Because I can flash away. So funny, these enchantments. And we got the Stone Plate as well. So now I can be a little bit more aggressive, of course, because I got a Stone Plate. Oh, the damage. I should have put him asleep. Now I got a Smite. Smite him? Smite! Okay, so I wanted to click stasis, but I failed. I knew he was gonna ult me, but I didn't want to do a preemptive stasis. I should have just trusted my instinct. I should have just trusted it. Like, I would have blocked his ultimate so easily with my stasis, but I don't know, I didn't trust it. And during this game, which is my very first game, I was not really used to dodging stuff with the ultimate yet. Because the ult takes just a little longer than I expected to charge. So you could see right there, I got stunned by the pike, even though I ulted. Because I just ulted a little bit too late. I'm just not used to it yet. You really need to be quick. Because the ultimate takes, like, as I said, takes like 0.5 seconds to charge. So to dodge stuff, you really need to be quick. I feel like they did it on purpose, because otherwise it would be too broken. Like, if you can just dodge anything like that so easily, it would be broken. You actually have to be careful with it, by the way. The reason that I'm saying that is, for example, Blitzcrank is hooking you. Keep in mind, it takes you 0.5 seconds or so to use your ultimate, which means you'll be rooted in your place before you actually dash. Which means, you know, if the Blitz would have hit you, he's gonna hook you. He's gonna hook you out of it. So you have to be very, very careful about things like that, for example. So sometimes it's better to just try to dodge instead of trying to dodge it with your ultimate. Because of that reason. Just using Locket right there to, you know, in case something would have happened. Picking up the flash, just flashing over the wall to catch up to the Z. And boom, baby. We pick up another flash. Put him asleep. Now he's asleep. Well, he was like, oh, actually, he was unstoppable. There I did it good, by the way, as you can see. And here I finally did listen to myself, you see? This was the difference. This fight I played really well. I actually dodged Set's second ability with my ultimate because I finally got used to the ultimate. And then I knew Pyke would ult me, so I stasised, you see? So this time I did trust myself and I actually made the plays happen, finally. Because this game, like, I could have made so many more better plays. But of course, you know, it's my first time playing this champion, so it's a bit questionable. Just trying to waste a little bit of time, because I'm gonna die anyways, so I just use my ultimate. Better to waste a little bit of time than do nothing, right? Oh, that ult? Oof, that's close. Oh, by the way, while you're watching this video, I made another podcast today with my friend. And that podcast is actually about technological advancements, you know? There was this event happening right now where they showed crazy new technologies like, you know, like a fridge that can order food for you, or a car that can change colors while you're driving, or what else did we talk? I don't want to spoil the whole video, actually. Just some crazy technologies, and you can check out the video. I think I'll put a link in the top comment, in the description, stuff like that. It's on the Chris and Raj podcast channel. If you haven't checked it out already, make sure you check it out. Just look up Chris and Raj. Again, I'll probably put it in the description and top comment and things like that. So if you want to listen to a little bit more of me, you can check that out if you want to. I pick up a flash here. Boom. And boom. Unfortunately, he used a clone though. But he's gonna be asleep and he's dead. I got an ignite now, so I can just ignite someone if I want to. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, again, I tried to dodge it, but unfortunately, there's just not enough time to block a Pyke ultimate like that. Man, I have so much content planned for the future. For Wild Rift, for Teamfight Tactics, and for the podcast channel. I'm gonna be going on second gear right now. Because I'm going on second gear. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff. I'm not quitting Wild Rift, guys. Don't be afraid. Because I found a solution. I actually found a solution that works. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to watch more, you can check out the podcast channel. There is a whole nother video waiting right there. And I have some other videos on the channel as well. Podcasts, not videos. If you want to check it out, you know, check it out. If you don't want to check it out, then thank you very much for watching. Let's take a look at how much damage everyone did. And everything like that. Look at that. I did 24,000 damage in my first game playing this champion. Pretty good. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next HellsDevil video. Bye bye.